bad performance doesn't destroy confidence. The story you tell yourself after it does. And one of the biggest mistakes athletes make is this. They turn a performance problem into a confidence problem. If these mental toughness moments help you compete better, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Dr. Perlus, and I work with athletes on the mental side of performance so they can compete with more trust, more focus, and recover faster when things don't go well. After a rough race, game, match, or round, a lot of athletes think that they've lost their confidence. Sometimes that's partly true, but usually when we slow it down, that's not really what happened. What happened is your timing was off, or you got away from your plan, or you tightened up when pressure hit, or you made one mistake, got emotional, and that mistake spilled into the next few plays. Those are real breakdowns, but then the mind goes global. Instead of saying, my timing was off, you start saying, what's wrong with me? Maybe I've lost it. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought. Now you're not reviewing performance. Now you're judging yourself. And that's where confidence really starts to drop. Here's a line I like to use. Be honest, not harsh. Honest means you look clearly at what happened. Harsh means you turn one bad performance into a full identity statement. Don't diagnose your career from one bad day. Confidence is not feeling great all the time. Confidence is trust. Trust in your preparation. Trust in your skill base. Trust in your ability to make an adjustment when something is off. So after a bad performance, the goal is not to force yourself to feel confident right away. The goal is to get specific. Because vague self-judgment makes you feel stuck. Specific review gives you a way forward. I worked with a pitcher who had one outing where he just couldn't find the zone. Walks, bad counts, frustration, the whole thing. The next day he said, I lost my confidence on the mound. But when we broke it down, that wasn't the best diagnosis. His tempo sped up once runners got on. He started aiming instead of throwing. He got tentative with his fastball, then abandoned his normal sequence and started reacting instead of competing. That's not a mysterious confidence collapse. That's a specific breakdown under pressure. And once we got specific, we had a plan. Slow the tempo, commit to the target, trust the sequence, reset between pitches. Did he suddenly feel amazing the next time out? No, but he felt clear. And clear is a lot more useful than trying to feel fearless. So here's the practical shift. After a bad performance, do not go from result to identity. Go from result to reason to response. Result, what actually happened? Keep it factual. Not I was terrible, more like I rushed once I got behind. I started forcing shots. My attention drifted after my first mistake. Reason, what specifically broke down? Decision-making, timing, concentration, emotional control, pacing, preparation, your routine? Pick the real category. If you label everything as confidence, you'll miss the actual issue. Then response. What is the next thing you're going to do about it? One drill, one adjustment, one cue, one conversation with your coach, one part of your routine to tighten back up. And if you're really emotional after competition, don't do this review in that first heated minute. Take a short walk, get your breathing down, let your body settle, then do the review. You want accuracy, not drama. Here's another question I want you to use. Instead of asking, do I still have confidence? Ask, what can I still trust right now? Maybe you can trust your conditioning. Maybe you can trust your work ethic. Maybe your execution was off, but your effort stayed strong. Maybe the result was bad, but your preparation was still solid. Maybe one part of your game was shaky, but another part held up. Confidence after a bad performance does not have to be all or nothing. You do not need to trust everything in that moment. You need to identify what is still stable and rebuild from there. That is very different from sitting in your car after a game, replaying the worst moments, and making those moments something permanent. A bad performance is information. It may sting, it may expose something you need to clean up, but it's not proof that you're suddenly becoming a different athlete. So if you're coming off a tough one right now, slow it down. Be honest, not harsh. Go from result to reason to response. And ask yourself, what can I still trust right now? This is how you protect confidence after a bad performance. And a lot of times that is exactly how you build stronger confidence going into the next one. If you want help with this, especially if your confidence tends to swing with results, check out the links in the description. I've got resources there, along with ways to work with me more directly. And if this helped, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next mental toughness moment.